All right, this is for my sweetie little masculines. I feel like y'all need a really soft and tender message today. But we're gonna get your energy first. I have a vague idea of the message here, but like I said, we're gonna get your energy really quickly. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck here. That's for your current energy. For our masculine collective here. Current energy for the masculine. Thank you. That was a Knight of Swords that wants to come out. Star. Four of Swords. Justice. And we're gonna get one more. Seven of Swords. Ooh. Two more. Surprise. 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 Seven of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. So we've got the Star. The Four of Swords. Justice. Seven of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. I mean, this is literally in line with the message that I figured I was going to be giving to you all today. Of just needing a little light, a little tenderness. All you gotta do, right? It's like you need the scales to like tip in your favor. It's like you're looking for things to balance out, and it's not happening just yet for you. Probably because you're going about it like with the Seven of Swords energy. It's either you're still going about this, or justice is over this, right? Balancing this out. It's where you're not as strategic, you're more crafty, right? Both have their backs turned. This is so interesting. Both have their backs turned, right? But you see how like they're crouched. It's like they're on guard, right? Here, relaxed. Back to, just focus on what it is that they're doing. Because with the Eight of Pentacles, there's grit, there's determination, there's a craftsmanship. So whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're working on, an artistry. This could be anything. But the theme here that I'm getting for you all, the message here for like this hope, this renewal, and this rest, this introspection, kind of like this spiritual journey for you to get this justice, see what it is that needs to be done here. Yeah, like I said, Empress at the bottom of the deck. It's to understand. We have Tree of Life, Lower World, Many Paths, and Pachamama. I'm not gonna pick them up because it's just gonna be hard. Understanding that you are of this earth. What I feel like here is why I feel like you guys need a bit of a tender and like loving message is because there's your inner divine feminine that is awakening as well, and it's time for you to embrace it. So it's time for you to understand that you are beauty, you are life, you are creation, and that is beautiful. Life and creation is beautiful, but you yourself, like I'm talking like physically, I'm talking like your essence, like you are a beautiful being, and it's time for you to embrace that, accept that, and be able to see yourself in that way. You are you see how I was flowing that? Don't be flippant with yourself. You are a work of art. You are artistry, and so it's time for you to like really soak that in. And as you are like here, centered, stable, rooted, right? Roots going into the earth, keeping you very grounded, but also your branches and your leaves touching the sky, reaching the sky, helping you like get to a place of enlightenment, which is going to help you understand what it is that you need to do moving forward, or kind of like the path that you can take. But it requires going into your subconscious, feeling your little feelings, being gentle with yourself, seeing where it is that you still need to heal, seeing where it is that you still need to nurture yourself, be kind and loving to yourself, right? Like think of babying yourself, right? That kind of nurturing, that kind of like coddling, right? The good kind. And so once you do that, once you're able to tap into that energy, it opens you up to your inner child, which allows you to, hello, which allows you to, like it opens you up to like a multitude of pathways, right? The limitlessness of your being, what is possible for you, what's capable, like what you're capable of. And it's just a reminder to, like with Pachamama, that speaks to just like Mother Earth, right? Creation energy, reverence for the earth, being a steward of the earth. And you are of the earth, so that requires you to also be a steward for yourself, like unto yourself. Again, nurturing yourself, healing yourself, cherishing yourself, celebrating yourself in many different ways. It doesn't have to always be that you are this like strong, stable, like pillar, this like unmovable tree. Trees bend, so allow yourself to bend. That is, that's what I have for you. And it's like taking in all these things. Whimsy of life. That is what's going to, it's going to open you up to the magic in this world again. And you're going to see that it's not so dark. And it's going to give you like this different perspective, this different outlook. And it's going to help you connect to your upper chakras, because I feel like you are very blocked from that. And that's why you don't know what's going on in your life. So that's what I have for you all. Way shorter than I thought it was going to be. But overall, for divines at this time, and take it as it resonates. I'm not here to tell you whether you are or are not a divine being. We're all divine. We are divine, but you know what I mean. On a counterpart journey. Really quickly for the counterparts, though, and this ties into the previous message. And there's this as well, Witch, Zap, Hunter, and Lion Spirit, which to me signifies Hunter specifically speaks to obviously like hunting, being a hunter, and in that you go out in the earth and you take what it is that you need, and you don't take more than that, right? You're not greedy, and there's an integrity to that, maintaining that integrity. It also speaks to understanding that because you're able to go out into the forest and forage on your own, right? You know how to find food on your own. You know how to blend in with nature. You know how to, and this is for both of you, right? And the union as well. You know how to blend in with nature. You have a big connection to the divine, right? A very deep, close connection to the divine, and you're very much led in that way. And that's how you're able to rely so much on your instincts as you're hunting, right? Think of hunting as just different aspects of your life, whatever comes to mind. It's understanding that all you need is your own intuition and co-creating with the divine, right? That's all you need. You don't need to follow the tracks of any other hunter, gain teachings from any other hunter. That doesn't mean that you need to be like this snobby person who feels like they're above everything else and has all this knowledge or whatever. That's not the case. No, it's understanding that you as the hunter, you're creating your own path, you're forging your own path, and you're showing other people how to forge, right? This is you stepping into a leader of being able to hunt in this world, hunt for new things. You don't look for maps, you are the map maker, way maker, way shower. And that's what your love is going to stand for. And that's why it's so important that you all let go of a lot of the past, learn how to heal yourselves and whatnot, because you're here to show people how to move forward, how to alchemize energy, and that you don't have to live that way, right? And so it's requiring you to like have the courage of a lion, be ferocious, see yourself as the royalty that you are, sit in your power. But also lions remind me of Leo, which like Leo rules the 5th house of creativity, right? And expression and stuff. So it's like, be who you are, be exactly who you are, unapologetically, fiercely, ferociously, right? cute and cuddly, because lions like to sleep quite a bit. But also lions are what, head of the pack, head of the pride, whatever. That step into your power, basically. Anything else for energy for divines at this time? I mean, Three of Wands. That was way too many. Did you see that? That was like 5. Okay, they're being finicky. Now we have his 3 of Wands on the star here. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands. I mean, this, like, it's your mission. It's your mission. It's what you came here to do. It's what you're about to get started on here with the 3 of Wands and the star. Like, being a light in this world, going out and like seeing what it actually means for you. But that requires you again to leave the past behind, leave the old ways of being behind, the ways of taking care of yourself, viewing yourself, right? Those old emotions that are associated with those patterns and behaviors. And that's what it really is. It's the mindset, right? It's the mental discipline to decide, yeah, that happened. Yeah, I went through that. I experienced that, whatever. But that doesn't have to be my future. That's not my present, and it doesn't have to be my future. Right? It's walking away from those things. You can't control what like comes up in your mind, right? You're not your thoughts. Your random thoughts are gonna come up. And especially as you are starting anew, right? Trying to be someone different, better, healing and whatnot, the old is going to tug onto you. And it's you understanding that that is an entity that's like separate from you at this point, that's trying to clean back on, trying to reattach itself to you. And you just walk away from it time and time again. And you're going to help other people do that, right? You lead the way in doing that. And so it's you know, they're asking you to rise. That's what I'm getting here with this Ace of Wands, like rise to this like spark that's been ignited within you. And see how far that takes you. Anything else on this Lion Spirit? I don't know why I felt called to tap into that, but Ten of Wands, Judgment, 5 of Swords, with Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. Be generous of spirit. I hate 5 of Swords. I hate 5 of Swords. And I mean, you're moving away from this energy, right? You have Judgment in between these two. So this is the thing that's like being focused on here, right? Letting go of these burdens, these thought patterns, right? Hello, I'm not tired. Why is my voice doing this? And like the opportunity that's here within this judgment period, within this like divine assessment of like, hey, here's what really needs to be done. Here's where we're taking you, even though you don't actually still see what it is. You understand that there's an opportunity here, even if you don't know what that opportunity is. Now, what are you going to do about it, right? Do you need to know? Do you need to know what we have planned for you in order for you to let go of things that aren't serving you presently, right? Because like if that's the case, what sense does that make? You already know it's draining you of your life force. You already know that it's causing you to sit and this terrible energy, right? To carry all these burdens that no longer like match who it is that you are. So even if you don't know what's coming, good or bad, don't you want to just still let this stuff go? Because it needs to be, right? Like, that's, again, going back to the beginning, that's the natural order. This is for the feminines. Natural order of the world, right? Of the universe. Life, death, rebirth. Things have to die. Death is not a bad thing. So let the things that need to die, die. And I mean, honestly, that's what kind of what I'm taking from Be Generous with Spirit. Like, being generous with Spirit, you got all this energy that's blocking you from being your true self, your true magical self. And it's like, free that up. Take one for the team. And that's really what this is, right? When you have divines, I mean, that's essentially what we're doing here. Taking one for the team. Going on this spiritual journey, dying and building ourselves up again, and dying and building ourselves up again, and constantly looking inward and finding that courage, that strength, and going out and forging our own paths. Like, it's a service, right? It's in service of the collective. You're doing it, you're lighting the path. Someone's got to do it. Is what it is. That was a bit melancholic. I didn't mean for it to be, but let's really quickly get a cute little message of encouragement, please, because I feel like that was really melancholic. Page of Swords, Eight of Wands, Six of Cups, Five of Wands. Yeah. Okay, no, that's good. That's good. Page of Swords, Eight of Cups, Page of Swords, Eight of Wands, Six of Cups, Five of Wands, the Wheel, Hierophant. You start to say, and I did a message on this, right? Adopting a beginner's mind. You really lean into that, a beginner's mind, a beginner's outlook, period, right? And watch how like rapid things start, like how rapidly like things are going to start to move. Energy is going to start to shift in your favor, and how connected you're going to feel to your higher self and to like your inner child, right? There's going to be like this link to them, and that's really also with Tree of Life there. Kind of what I'm getting with that is like higher self with like subconscious, lower world, inner child, right? What your inner child needs, nurturing that. It's not going to feel like a competition between the two of who, fighting to see who can be heard, who can have center stage at this point, because you'll be integrated, right? You'll be in alignment, you'll be rooted, you'll be stable, because it's time, because that's what you've been working on this entire time. That's what you've been laying the foundations for. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. That's all I have for you. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.